Hey friends, welcome back to Homestead on a Prayer. In case you're new here, my name's Jennifer. Here at Homestead on a Prayer, we're working on building up a little bit of a homestead. We're working on becoming a little more self-sufficient, all on a really small property and an even smaller budget. So thank you so much for joining me today. Now today I'm going to do a video that I promised you guys during my last garden tour. I promised you that when the lettuce was ready, I would do a harvesting video with you. I'm going to show you how to harvest your lettuce for continuous harvest as long as the season will allow us. Basically until it gets too hot and our lettuce starts to bolt. Now you can see in this lettuce bed here, I have a lot of small lettuce plants growing really closely together. So I'm going to show you how to harvest your plants when you are growing them like this really closely. Basically we are growing these for baby greens. And so we did not give them their full spacing to turn into full lettuce heads. Now by contrast, you'll see over here, I have these bigger lettuce. These are bigger lettuce plants. They're spaced out a little bit more. Their leaves are more fully developed. So I'm going to show you the way that I harvest plants that are bigger and more spread out like this, as opposed to how I harvest the really small, closely spaced lettuce plants. With plants like these that are a little bit bigger, you can more clearly see where each individual plant is. And so what I like to do is just basically from each plant, I like to harvest 1 or 2 leaves, kind of depending on how big the plant is. By harvesting just a couple leaves from each plant, what you're doing is you're going to allow that plant to continue developing new growth and new leaves. So that's one method I like to use. So you can see we've gotten a little bit of a harvest started already just from those couple plants there. Now I have a few more larger plants that I'm going to harvest the same way. And then I'm going to show you guys how I harvest the baby greens for continued regrowth. I'm harvesting a salad that we're going to have with dinner later tonight. This is going to be a side salad, so I'm not going to need a huge amount, but I'll show you what we end up getting. Now we've moved on to our lettuce that's very closely spaced. You can see the leaves of these plants are much smaller. I'm growing these for baby greens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find a section that looks really good. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut the leaves and remove them from the plant. Now you can see here that I left a couple inches of plant behind. Now all these really tiny leaves that were too short to be cut, those are going to grow. They're going to fill in. I'm going to take a little bit from this variety too, so that we have a little bit of variety in our salad. Now you'll see, look how little and tender these leaves are. That's going to make a beautiful salad. I'm going to take a little bit from this third variety over here. Now you can see, out of this whole row of lettuces, of each type of lettuce, I have this whole big row, and I've just taken a small little bit. So what I'm going to do, when I need lettuce tomorrow, I'll take the next little section and the rest of it will keep growing. And by the time I get to the end, this front part should be regrown enough to be able to use again. And now look at this beautiful bowl of salad that we've harvested. And all of these lettuce plants will continue growing until it really gets too hot for them. So it's a couple days later. I'm out here again in the lettuce patch to harvest some lettuce for another salad. And I just wanted to show you guys an update on our lettuce. I think today's Thursday. I think it was Saturday that we harvested lettuce together. So it's been, 4 days? So I just wanted to show you how the lettuce that we harvested from is regrowing. So you can see right here, this is the spot that we harvested from. And over here, we harvested from here too. And you can see it's been 4 days. It's already regrowing really nicely. So I'm going to take from a couple different spots today for my harvest, but I just wanted to show you guys, it really doesn't take long at all for this lettuce to regrow. So if you just harvest the cut and come again method, you'll have lettuce for weeks and weeks from the same plants, rather than just one big harvest and then no more lettuce. So thank you guys so much for joining me today and a couple days ago over here in our lettuce patch. Thank you for harvesting with me. And I just thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me and just to see how my garden's growing this year. I wish you all the best harvesting this year, and I hope that you'll come back and see me again. Bye guys, I'll see you later.